super misty. Like I can barely see 50 metres ahead at the moment. You have a look. It's basically riding into pea soup. So, got my lights on, make sure I'm visible. See if we see any kangaroos or anything else hopping about this morning. Alright, time to get started properly. Hopefully you can see that. It's the wind farms just coming out of the mist on the horizon. It's quite eerie and pretty. The sheep. Hopefully you can see the roo. This is apparently climb 2 of 9. So obviously more climbs according to Garmin, but I'm sure they're not as big as yesterday. This is only a little tiny one, only about K and a bit. Managed to get over that little river crossing pond, bit of water, whatever it was, without getting too wet. Now on a big gravelly bit. There's a lot of kangaroos around. They're everywhere. Coming down some of those steep hills, I was more worried about hitting a roo than hitting a car, so to speak. So I think I've seen all of 2 cars all morning. I've probably seen at least a dozen kangaroos bouncing around. Luckily they've all heard me beforehand and jumped out of the way. There's a couple of them now. Yeah, they're just everywhere through here. But we've been giving each other distance, so all good. Hello. Sorry. Didn't get disturbed. This descent here is really tricky. There was a sign back there that said something like really bad road, you know, take extreme caution. I can see why. Very rutted, very sandy, very rocky and steep. I don't know if you can hear it. Down there somewhere there's the sound of a lot of water, and I'm pretty sure there's a river crossing there, and I'm just praying that with all the rain it's not too fast or difficult for me to cross. Fingers crossed. I think this might be the epitome of stupidity, but I've got past the first part. That bit back there is very deep. I should be able to get over this side, hopefully without getting washed away. Oh man, I managed to get across. My feet are very wet and very cold. That water is very, very cold. But I got across. So, time to keep riding. Okay, it's taken me just shy of 2 hours to get 32 k's, so it's very slow going. The gravel's gotten a lot better here. It's now either blue metal or sort of white gravel. A lot of farmlands around. So whereas yesterday was all seemed to be a lot of national park, here it's all farmlands. Slow going for the first 30 k's. I'm hoping that the next 70, 80 are a bit quicker. climb. It's about a 4 and a bit K climb with a few downhills in it as well, so kind of down, up, down, up, down, up. Just turned bitumen though, and I've never been so excited to ride on bitumen. And I was supposed to be loving the gravel, but it's so rocky, just every bit saps so much energy out of you. This first 30 odd Ks, probably about close to 40 now, it's been so taxing. That descent was amazing. Just so smooth, fast. I'm now still on bitumen, which is nice. You want to try it? 47 Ks in. I think I'll ride to 54, which is pretty much halfway, and stop and have something to eat, have some lunch, and just rest for a minute. So I made it to 56 Ks. Just stopping for a bit of a rest. I made myself a peanut butter sandwich at the hotel this morning. It's probably the worst peanut butter sandwich I've ever had. The bread is very dry, thick, but you know, it's better than just having lollies and sugar all day. So, and there's probably a bit of salt in there too, which helps. Feeling all right. The road, like, it's so much easier when the road is smooth. I know that sounds very obvious, but it's gravel, but it's just very tight packed blue metal stuff, so it's all pretty easy. There's been quite a few cars on this road for some reason, so maybe this is a fairly major road that I'm on at the moment. But again, everyone gives you plenty of room as you ride through. So I'll just have some lunch here, rest up, have some water, and get back on the bike. I'm on climb 8 of 9, so it's the last, well, second last climb, I should say. Not a very steep one, I don't think. 4 or 5% at 1.2, 1.4 Ks, but it's been pretty mild so far. Looking forward to seeing the end of all the hills. stopped off at 76 k's just to get some energy. Nearly run out of water. Luckily the next servo is 16 k's away from what I can tell, so it's not too far. So I'm sure when I get there I'll be getting a Coke or something, which I'll be really looking forward to. So 76, today's total should be about 108. So what's that bit, 30 odd k's left. Can't wait to get it done. Just stopped off at the servo, had a can of Coke, and I got a Powerade just to give me some more hydration to get home. I think it's 16 k's from here at Moss Vale to Mittagong. Hopefully mostly flat. I think there is one last climb there, but then there's a nice downhill as well, so almost home. The road in is not too bad. There's a couple of sections where obviously the shoulder just disappears, so you've got to really watch out what's going on with the cars. But yeah, for the most part everyone's giving me room, so far so good.